Joel, get it out.
All right. All right.
Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Laura.
And I'm Joel.
And here's everything you need to know about what's going on at Emergence. And when we say everything, we really mean everything. There's a lot. So if you miss any of it, and I mean any of it, you can go ahead and scan the QR code that's right in the back of the seat in front of you.
That's going to be this guy. I'm going to miss a lot.
That's right. So what's going on?
Our 10-year celebration is coming up, and it's April 3rd. It's going to be a great day of celebrating what God has done and looking forward to the next 10 years. We have a number of surprises going on, and 4 big things to keep in mind is 1, April 3rd, you do not want to be late. I know sometimes people end up being late, maybe your friends, your family, Laura, so for those people, maybe show up 15 minutes early, or maybe tell them that the service starts 15 minutes early, Secondly, we're going to be gathering as a whole church. It's going to be crazy up in here. If you're in Ringwood, don't show up to Ringwood. We're going to be switching it up. Come to Totowa. We're going to be celebrating our 10 years all together.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah. And third, we are changing up the services. No more 11:45 service.
Ever?
No. Ever. 12 o'clock is when we're going to be doing it. So starts April 3rd. Just show up at 12 o'clock.
Nice. Yeah, to be honest, I mean, it usually starts late anyway.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I feel like now we're being honest and we're calling it 12 o'clock service.
Yeah.
And we will be there.
Yeah.
So we're making that small change. Now our services in total will be 9 a.m., 10:30, and noon starting on April 3rd. Also, going off with that, if you have any students in the middle school ministry here in Totowa only, they're going to be meeting now at 9 a.m. instead of 10:30. Ringwood is going to remain the same at 10:30 a.m. Springfest is coming up.
Let's go.
It's happening on April 9th. We are so excited. Springfest is going to be a festival where we're holding for our entire community. So make sure that you're inviting absolutely everyone you know. Okay, everyone, because there's free food.
Oh yeah.
There's gonna be a free ice cream truck.
Yes, you say free, and that's for me.
That's right. Raffles, prizes, a rock wall, bounce houses, a bungee jump trampoline kind of thing, the eggs games, our egg theme competition, and just so many games, prizes. Did I miss anything?
No, I feel like you mentioned
this
it all.
isn't going to be like a regular, mama's picnic at church. No. We're doing 4 hours of
going big.
That's right. So much fun from 10 a.m. to 2 o'clock, and you don't want to miss it. So make sure that you invite all your friends and neighbors and coworkers. Did I miss anyone?
I don't think so.
So far, we said we need all hands on deck, and we have a huge army of people that are loving Jesus and just welcoming people to Totowa on that day. There's also going to be a huge egg hunt, and if you took those empty eggs, make sure that they're back by next week so that we're all set for an amazing day. No, this is actually a real dial. Steve, are the services, is it going to be 11:45 or noon? Okay. Yep.
We're good.
Okay, thank you.
And week after Springfest, we're going to be celebrating Easter.
Woo!
6 services across 2 campuses, 9 a.m., 10:30 in Ringwood, and 8 a.m., 9:15, 10:30, and 11:45 in Totowa.
Wow.
We got a lot of services.
We are so excited for Springfest and Easter, and we're so sure that you will want every single one of those people that I told you, your neighbors here that next week, that we will be giving everyone a really cool gift.
It's gonna be like Oprah, like you get a car, you
That's
get
right.
a car, you get a car.
That's right, you bring it to your neighbors and make sure you keep your eyes out for
Well,
that.
it might not be a car, but something cool. As we get ready for all these events, we're just gonna be praying that God would work powerfully.
That's right.
Yeah, and we have special 6:30 prayer gatherings at Wednesdays, March 30th, April 6th, and April 13th. And we're gonna hold those morning prayer times in Ringwood and Totowa. So get up early and get your prayer on.
That's right. That was a lot.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Yes, and we need Jesus for everything. So let's keep loving Jesus, loving people, and plowing a counterculture.
Yeah, take
Bye.
care, guys. Peace.
All right, welcome back to Community Extras. Hope you guys are having a good time growing together in community, taking some steps of faith together. Amazing passage of scripture, really, in 1 Samuel, as we see David defeat Goliath, probably outside the resurrection, the most well-known story in all of Scripture. And there's so much in it, but we really saw 4 things come out of it. We saw what biblical courage looks like. We saw the inevitable conflict that happens when we step out in courage. We saw an amazing picture of Christ and his victory. And we see the people of God move from cowardice to charging. And 4 things, just off the top first, we see an amazing picture of courage. That any other courage outside of the courage of, I see who God is, I see what he values, I trust his plan, I trust his control. Any other type of courage outside of that worldview is just us psyching ourselves up. It could be stupid, it could be foolish, but when we live life with a sense of, this is who God is, this is what God's asked me to do, we can walk with the right courage like we see with David. David's like, I'm not scared of a big giant, there's a much bigger God. The second thing we find is criticism. It's really interesting. Whenever you step out in faith, whenever you try to do anything or build anything, there will always be critics. Maybe some of you guys have had moments in your life where you were serving, you were building, you were advancing, and the critics came out of the woodwork. And notice the critics were both outside the people of God and inside the people of God. That is how it works, because it's always easier to be a critic than to be a builder. And maybe just a question for the group to discuss. When's the time you were being faithful, you were serving, you were building, and you notice out comes the critics? Maybe you have some today. What's it look like today for you to be someone who both outloves, outlasts, and outfruits those who criticize your work? Thirdly, we saw an incredible picture in David and Goliath of Christ, his victory over Satan, sin, and death and resurrection. And finally, you see as a result of David's victory, it moves the people from cowardice to courage. And how in our own lives as a group can we encourage one another, maybe in areas of cowardice in our life, maybe areas where we're shrinking back, where we can move from some cowardice to courage. All year we've been talking about casting our faith. What's an area over the next couple of weeks we can pray for each other in this incredible season? We have a 10-year celebration. We have our Spring Fest, we have Easter coming up, all these incredible times for us to be casting, blessing North Jersey. The world needs truth, it needs hope, it needs love. And in our own faith, how because of Jesus' victory can it fill us with more courage? Hope you guys have a really great discussion today or tonight or whenever you're meeting, and look forward to seeing how God uses it.